Hate to do or hate doing. I hate to borrow money. I hate borrowing money. These two sentences both mean the same thing, but with a small change in meaning. Let's look at the first example. I hate to borrow money. To emphasize more on the result. It means I would prefer not to be in that situation. Let's look at the second example. I hate borrowing money. To emphasize on the process itself and no enjoyment of it. I hate to borrow money. To emphasize more on the result. It means I would prefer not to be in that situation. I hate borrowing money. To emphasize on the process itself and no enjoyment of it. To some Native American speakers, these two sentences mean the same thing, but to most native British speakers, there is a slight difference. I hate to be the only person to disagree. Equals I would prefer not to be in this situation. I hate tidying up my room. Equals I don't enjoy tidying up my room at all. There is a very small difference in meaning between the two forms. We often use the ing form to suggest enjoyment. Let's practice part 1. I hate to be late. Hurry up, please. I hate to be late. Hurry up, please. I've always hated speaking in public. I've always hated speaking in public. I hate to see you unhappy. I hate to see you unhappy. I hate my mum staying out late. I hate my mum staying out late. Let's practice part 2. I hate you telling me what to do all the time. I hate you telling me what to do all the time. I hate to interrupt you, but it's late. I hate to interrupt you, but it's late. I hate doing nothing. I hate doing nothing. I hate to lose contact with you. I hate to lose contact with you. Remember to do or remember doing. I remember to lock the door. I remember locking the door. Both of these sentences are grammatically correct, but the meaning is quite different. Let's look at the first example. I remember to lock the door. The first action I remember. The second action I lock the door. I have locking the door in the future. Let's look at the second example. I remember locking the door. The first action I locked the door. The second action I'm remembering it now. I remember to lock the door. First I remember. It means that I do not forget to do an action that happened after the thought. Second I lock the door. I remember locking the door. First I locked the door. Second I remember. It means I've got a memory of something I did or of something that happened in the past. Look at these two exercises. I remember to lock the door. Do you remember to lock the door? Yes, I remember to lock the door before I leave. I remember, but I've not done it yet. I remember locking the door. Do you remember locking the door? Yes, I remember locking the door before I left. I locked the door before, and now I remember. Look at these two questions and answers. Did you remember to turn off the light last night? No, I don't remember now, but I turned it off. I never leave it on. I did, but I don't remember. Did you remember to turn off the light last night? Yes, I remember turning off the light last night. I turned off the light and I remember. Let's practice part 1. I remember seeing my grandpa leave an hour ago. I remember seeing my grandpa leave an hour ago. Remember to lock the door. Remember to lock the door. Do you remember to tidy your room after school? Do you remember to tidy your room after school? I remember meeting him at a party once. I remember meeting him at a party once. Let's practice part 2. Remember to bring your homework to school. Remember to bring your homework to school. I don't remember him being that good at sport in school. I don't remember him being that good at sport in school. I remember your son coming home late last night. I remember your son coming home late last night. Do you remember to buy some eggs home? Do you remember to buy some eggs home? For or since. For. When we use the word for, we're referring to a duration of time. I've been doing my schoolwork for 2 hours. My mom's waited here for you for 20 minutes. Since. Since refers to specific point in time. She's been sleeping since last night. She keeps sleeping since last night until now. She's not woken up yet. He's been a dentist since 2012. He's still a dentist until now. Let's practice part 1. Your dad and I have been married for 12 years. Your dad and I have been married for 12 years. I've not seen him since this morning. I've not seen him since this morning. I've lived here since 2012. I've lived here since 2012. My dad's worked for this company for 20 years. My dad's worked for this company for 20 years. Let's practice part 2. I'm new here. I've been working here for a week. I'm new here. I've been working here for a week. I've not won a game since last year. I've not won a game since last year. I've known her for a long time. I've known her for a long time. He's not eaten anything since last night. He's not eaten anything since last night. Either or neither. Either. We use either to talk about one of 2 things. Let's look at the examples. There's tea or juice. You can have either. You can choose one of them you like. Could either of you give me some water? Could one of you give me some water? There are 2 people. Neither. We use neither to talk about 0 of 2 things. Let's look at the examples. Neither of my brothers are tall. My brothers are not tall. I've never been here before. I haven't either. You and I haven't been here before. There are 2 people. Either. To talk about one of 2 things. Do you prefer pork or beef? Either will do. Or one or the other of 2 will be acceptable. We can either eat now or after the film. Choose one of the 2 things that you want to do first. Neither. To talk about 0 of 2 things. We've got 2 laptops, but neither works properly. Not one works properly. Neither of my parents likes me. No one likes me. Both. We use both to talk about 2 of 2 things. Both of my parents are farmers. Do you love Mum or Dad? I love you both. Are both of us invited? Hold it in both hands, please. Let's practice part 1. Neither plan works. Neither plan works. Has either of them called yet? Has either of them called yet? Neither of answers is right. Neither of answers is right. I don't believe either of them. I don't believe either of them. Let's practice part 2. Neither of them can dance. Neither of them can dance. Either of shops was open at the moment. Either of shops was open at the moment. Would you like tea or juice? Neither, thanks. Would you like tea or juice? Neither, thanks. Neither of us interested in gardening. Neither of us interested in gardening. Look at the examples. If you are talking about one restaurant, the restaurant was closed. If you are talking about 2 restaurants, either of restaurants was open. Neither of restaurants was open. If you are talking about more than 2 restaurants, either of restaurants were open. Neither of restaurants were open. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like my video, you can help support me making my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel English Apple and hit the bell. See you later.